Everlasting peace is something that we receive when we start dealing with the inner person, because peace on itself, it is a spiritual thing. So the peace that we receive from material things, from possessions, it is here today and gone tomorrow. But really everlasting peace, the peace of the Spirit, the peace of Jesus Christ, is something that we receive when we start focusing on keeping the inner person healthy. So today I want to talk to you about what are those things that we can lay as a foundation to a peaceful life this year. I am Pulaa Montz, your inner voice magnified. Guys, if you are new to my YouTube channel, hello. A special welcome to you. And if you have been on this channel before, hey, welcome back. Guys, please, I hope for those of you who are new, you will find the content on this platform valuable enough for you to subscribe. And if you have already done so, please get your people and their people to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to click the notification bell because it lets you know every time I upload a new video so that you can come check it out. And your comments are everything to me. Your comments give me a new perspective about the things that I discuss on this platform. Your comments keep the conversation between me and you going. So please keep them coming. And Dumelo Kumbe, can I just give you a shout out, friend? Thank you so much for always commenting on my videos. And guys, don't forget to like the video. I mean, if you like it, just simply click the thumbs up. If you like it. The maths is that simple. And if the message inspires you, please share it on your platform so that you can inspire other people connected to you who are not connected to me, right? Through you, we will be connected. But at the end of the video, if you find that the message did nothing for you, maybe somebody connected to you needs the message, so share it on your platform anyway. So guys, I was thinking that, right now people are busy with all sorts of goals and plans for the new year, right? And I just wanted to draw your attention to the fact that as you are planning, peace is a spirit thing. We also need to have things like emotional goals, spiritual goals, and a mindset goal, right? We need to focus on the inner person to make sure that we develop for ourselves a life of peace. And I've heard one speaker that I love so much, Miss Terry Savelle Ford. She always said, what you do not schedule will not be done. So what you don't plan right now will always take a back seat to the plans that you are setting right now. So emotional goals. What kind of emotions do you want to have this year? It is important to set that goal, to talk to yourself about what kind of emotional life do you want to have. Do you want to be that person who's forever angry? Do you want to be that person who's forever fighting? Do you want to be that person who's forever complaining? What kind of emotional life do you want to have this year? So in order to have peace, what are those things that you can actually say or do to make sure that you have a peaceful life in terms of your emotions, right? What are those things that you can do to make sure that you don't get upset, you don't take offense? Because taking offense then starts messing up with your emotions and feelings. So the thing that you need to be taking care of is ways of making sure that you don't easily take offense. Yes, you will fall. Yes, you will rise again. But the issue is we are making plans right now. What kind of emotional life do you want to have this year? What was your emotional life like last year? Were you a ball of emotions? Would you just cry for no reason? Would you just be upset for no reason? Would you just explode for no reason? What kind of life did you have last year emotionally? And how can you improve on your emotional life to make sure that this year becomes a stable kind of life in terms of your emotions, right? The other thing that I think we neglect to plan is our spiritual life, our prayer life, our fasting life, spending time studying the word, spending time listening for God. Those are the things that you can start planning, because what you don't plan will take a back seat to the plans that you have. When do you want to spend time with the Lord? Do you want to spend time with the Lord every day? Do you want direction from God every day? Or do you want direction from God only at the beginning of the month, or only at the beginning of the year, and for the rest of the year you'll be fine? You need to decide how connected to God you want to be this year. And because we know that Jesus Christ is the Prince of Peace. So for me, I need to hear from God every single morning. So I make sure that that is one of my goals, to wake up every morning, to wake up before my husband wakes up, to wake up before the busyness of the day starts kicking in, to make sure that I give myself the time with the Lord. So that is something that you plan. That is something that you need to be scheduling right now, because that's where the foundation of peace is a life rooted in Christ, right? So those are the kind of goals that you actually need to be setting. What kind of a spiritual life do you want this year? Are you going to be one of those people who will always be first in church because maybe last year or in the past you've always been late to church? What do you want to do to make sure that you connect better with God this year? Be the first one at church. Offer your services to church, or pray for people. Sometimes we say, I will pray for you, I'm praying for you, but actually we are not. Actually, somebody asks you, please pray for me, my sister, I'm going through a lot. And you promise that person, what, I'm going to pray for you. And then you get home, we get busy with TV, we get busy with our own things. And eventually when we get to our quiet time, we start thinking about ourselves and our needs, and you forget the promise that you made to somebody else that you're going to pray for them. Those kind of things take away peace from the spirit, because the spirit doesn't forget the promises that you make. So when you don't have peace, sometimes you need to search the spiritual life. You need to search the kind of promises that you made but never fulfilled. We say, what, Lord, I want to fast for 3 days. And after a day, I start eating. And when I realize that I actually ate, then I'm like, oh God, whatever. I can never do this. Then we just leave it as if it is a flippant thing. You call God's attention during a fast. You're basically inviting God's attention and presence to what you're doing. And when we break that promise, that covenant that we make with God, it is a flippant thing. We don't see it as anything that we need to be ashamed of, that we need to ask God for forgiveness for, right? So what is the kind of spiritual life that you want to have this year? Your mindset. What are the kind of thoughts that you're going to allow into your mind this year? What dominating thoughts will occupy your mind? Thoughts of negativity maybe have always occupied your mind, especially when it comes to ourselves. We are so good at thinking good things towards other people and about other people, but when you start thinking about yourself, then you start condemning yourself, you start blaming yourself, you start seeing everything that is wrong about your journey. We hardly see the good in our journey, but when you start planning the kind of mindset you want to have towards yourself this year, then you will start noticing when you have, negative thoughts about yourself. So those are the kind of things emotionally, spiritually, and in terms of your thought life that we need to think about right now as a foundation on which we will build this year in order to have a peaceful life. Everlasting peace. will not be found in material things. Your possessions will not give you everlasting peace. Your position and status in life will not give you everlasting peace. Your career will not give you everlasting peace. But working through the inner being will give you the peace that you require, so that peace now becomes a lifestyle for you, a way of being, instead of something that you tune in and out of every day. I am Pulaa Montz, your inner peace and purpose coach. Please don't forget to do the right thing, guys. Subscribe to my channel.